GE washing machine model GTW330ASK3WW.when I pulled the control panel up, there is a green/yellow wire that was loose. It comes out of a bunch of wires, about 8 or so. It is unplugged. It is a female looking for a male blade. I cannot see where it needs to be plugged into.
Is your GE washer top or front loading? How old is it?
Top.
What have you tried so far with your GE washer?
Are you AI or human?
Yes, I'm a bot. I make the process of talking to the appliance expert more efficient and affordable by asking basic questions. Anything else we should know to help you best?
I described my problem in my first statement.
Hello, this is Brandon, your appliance expert. A green/yellow wire is usually a ground wire. The terminal you are looking for may be on the metal frame of the appliance rather than on a specific component. If you are not seeing it, if you take pictures of the wire and surrounding area it is capable of reaching, I can take a look and see if I can identify it.
I do not have a smartphone, so no pics. Is there any other way we can chat?
I'm looking up the model to see what I can identify. Unfortunately, wiring harnesses tend not to have too detailed of images to work off of.
How about if one of us calls the other? I am at ###. Wiring harness, I agree. I searched online before I contacted you.
I am not currently available for a phone call. The washers shown in this video should be similar to your model. Haven't yet found an exact match. https://www.youtube.com/watch v=qdvfj6fm https://www.youtube.com/watch v=p1a/bc. You can see the green/yellow wires at the right side of the area under the console. If the top panel is metal, they may attach to that, but all the wires of that color should go to a metal frame part somewhere. This video is a closer match, but doesn't get a really good look. Right after the 4 o'clock mark, he has the back panel for the console removed and you can get a glimpse. One of the ground wires runs out of that area. It may connect on the back panel instead of in the console area. Sorry, forgot to include link, https://www.youtube.com/watch v=p8kd8 low.
Anything. There is a green/yellow wire coming out of the power cord. It is grounded to the chassis. There is another green/yellow wire coming out of the place where there are many wires going mainly to the circuit board. That wire is also grounded to the chassis. My wire that is not connected is a green/yellow wire coming out of that same bunch of wires. It is about 14 inches long and will reach the far side of the circuit board and the cold water intake piece. It is a type of connector that should fit a male type electric blade, but is larger than normal. There is nowhere on the lower back panel that would accommodate a connection. I attached it to the very back metal plate on the back of the control panel, which is otherwise plastic. The control panel will light up and the fill light will come on, but when I push start, nothing. The pause light will blink and after 10 minutes no fill. It is plugged in and water is connected and turned on. I am at a complete loss. Maybe I could talk to another expert. The videos were no help. Suggestions.
Sorry, there may be a ground terminal on the board. If I had images to work of, I might be able to help, but I will opt out in case another expert can assist.
Okay.
Give me a minute to look up your model number. The green/yellow wire from the incoming power cord and a green/yellow wire from the control board at connector J101 pin 3 go to a metal connection on the top of the washer. Follow the wire from the power cord and see where it goes. It's possible it was never connected at the factory. You can strip the wires and secure them to any screw that is fastened to metal, not plastic. I can tell you this is not all that important because these washers work in older homes that do not have grounded outlets. The customer uses an adapter to plug it in. The problem you are having is a common one, and the problem is the lid lock assembly. The new one comes with a white moisture barrier attached. Do not remove it. You can see the part. Go to www.gappliances.com, select filters and parts, then continue. Type in part number WH01 by 27954.
There are 3 green/yellow wires. The one coming out of the power cord is screwed to the chassis. There is another one coming out of a different hole with 10 or 12 wires. That one is bolted to the chassis. The third one is coming out of the same bunch of wires and is about 14 inches long. It is a metal clip, female, kind of like the clip for a bladed connection like on a car. When I removed the control panel, it came off of wherever it had been attached, and I did not see it before it came unattached. I know that it is a ground wire, but where to attach it? Could it be on the circuit board? I cannot find anywhere on the board with a blade-like fixture. I have read about the locking mechanism failures in the GE lines of washers. Just not convinced that is the problem. The reason that I started working on the machine was because the cold intake right here, the hose is attached to the machine, cracked in the cold that we had in Texas. I ordered the new part and installed it. Prior to the intake failure, the washer was running fine.
On the board there is a connector marked J101 and pin 3 should have a green/yellow ground wire on it. You've located all the other ground wires. J101 connector just has 3 wires to it, a red, a black, and then this yellow-green that goes to pin 3.
That one also comes out of the power cord and is connected just fine. I did miss it on my initial assessment. The one that I cannot figure is coming out of the hole that has about a dozen wires coming out of it. It is a singular yellow/green wire with a metal clip that looks like it would slip over a blade-like piece of metal, and it is fairly large when compared to the other electrical parts. It was not soldered, nor does it have a ring or circle type connection that you would screw down.
The schematic doesn't show any other ground wires. When they build washers, the wiring can be for more than one model, and other models with more features may require more ground wires, and looks like everything on this washer that needs grounding is grounded. Just push it out of the way so it doesn't touch any other wire connections. If that wire has an odd-looking connector with little prongs made into it, attach it anywhere on the metal where the control panel rests. It will just push on the edge of the sheet metal.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.